My name is Lily and I work for Cooking with Kids. Today we are going to go visit Western Family Farm in La Puebla. We are going to meet with farmer Claire Price. Come on, let's go!
My name is Claire Price, and I'm a farmer at Western Family Farm in a town called La Puebla. So it's in the Espanola Valley, so it's about 30 minutes north of Santa Fe. We're growing tomatoes and carrots and beets and beans and melons and cucumbers and fava beans or ava beans and broccoli and cauliflower and onions and leeks and parsnips and all kinds of stuff. I'm glad you guys are here. Why don't you come with me and we're gonna take a little tour of the farm together. Tomatoes are kind of like vines, creep around, so we train them so they grow up the vines.
I'm walking around.
Right? So you pull out these little suckers, they call them elbows, and then you wrap them around the twine. Absolute favorite tomato in the world is called Jean Flamme, Yellow Flame, and it's a French tomato. And it's like, I'm obsessed with it. It's like, if I could only grow one tomato, that would be it forever. It's got a really, really good flavor. It's like tart and sweet and like really complex. It doesn't have a lot of diseases. It grows really well. It's really prolific. I like to freeze them and then I eat them all winter. So it tastes just like a green cucumber. I think this one tastes really good. You guys want one with that one? And a little pretty inside. They've got little stripes on them like a snake, and they taste really good. So this is a corn plant. It grows really tall, and there's like two parts kind of that it needs to make corn. So it's got tassels up here, and they have pollen, and then these are called the silks, and every one of these little silky strands goes down to a single kernel of corn. So the wind shakes the corn and the pollen falls onto the silks and pollinates it and makes the kernels. If you cut these off, the silks would just dry up and you wouldn't get any corn. So they need both parts to make corn.
Pollinators can be bees, butterflies, and other insects, birds, or small mammals like bats, and also the wind. Plants can only produce fruits or seeds if they have been pollinated, so pollinators are essential to our food system. In fact, none of the foods we saw today would be possible without pollinators. Pollinators collect the pollen, the yellow powdery dust that you find in flowers, and they move it from one part of the plant to another part. This is called pollination, and it's the process that allows plants to reproduce. Once a plant has been pollinated, it can start to make seeds and fruits and so many of the things that we like to eat. What is one of your favorite jobs on the farm?
I really like being out in the field. I actually really like weeding, because when you're weeding, you get to go along really slow and look at the plants and just watch them and stuff.
Can you tell us why you grow different crops during the different seasons?
Plants have different preferences, just like You probably do. So, like, if you've ever been in the car and you're like, it's too cold, and like your brother or something is like, it's too hot. So plants like different temperatures too. So some plants like it cold, some like it hot. So in the spring and the fall, we grow the ones that like it cool, stuff like lettuce and cabbage and greens like spinach, stuff like that, and roots, things like carrots and beets and radishes. And in the summer, we grow the stuff that really likes it hot. So that's like tomatoes and chile and corn and beans and eggplant and all kinds of peppers and stuff like that.
What is irrigating and how does it work?
So irrigating means watering. So if you don't drink water, you're not going to do very well. And if your plants don't drink water, they're probably not going to produce anything. So in New Mexico, we don't get a lot of rain, so we have to add extra water to the fields. If you live in New York, you maybe don't even need to water because it rains so much, but that's not our thing. New Mexico is kind of a special place because we have these irrigation ditches, so ditches full of water called acequias. So acequias are really long ditches full of water. The water in the ditches, sometimes it comes off of rivers like the Rio Grande, sometimes it comes off of lakes like the Santa Cruz Reservoir or Abiquiu Lake.
What advice do you have for Cooking with Kids students?
You should try all the foods that you can because you don't know if you're going to like them until you eat them. And like I said, the tomatoes at the store taste different than the tomatoes in the field, but every different colored tomato also tastes different. So there's so many different things to try, and it's cool to like eat something you've never had for the first time, because you can never have another first time of trying that food. So eventually, like, I've eaten a lot of kinds of foods. There's probably some that I haven't eaten, but you guys still have like so many things you've never tried that you get to eat, and that's like pretty exciting.
Thanks for joining me today. I hope that you learned something new. See you next time.